I'm Will Hamilton with Classical American Homes Preservation Trust. I'm the Director of Historic Preservation and the Site Supervisor at Roper House in Charleston, South Carolina. But today we're at AirMount finalizing the deployment of our new data logging equipment here. These are going to be used to measure light levels, relative humidity, and temperature so that we can ensure an adequate environment for the interior conditions of all of our properties, not just here at AirMount. But these little devices are stored in a number of different locations inside the properties in order to give us accurate baseline data for interior conditions. We've had data loggers in these buildings previously, but at this point they're antiquated and we needed to get updated hardware. So now we're using these nice little devices from Onset, and again they measure relative humidity, temperature, and light levels. And this one will live on top of the mantle here, and on a monthly basis we will use our phones to download the data that we're gathering that will then be stored in an Excel format in our file sharing server, so that we can not only monitor interior conditions but change what we're doing accordingly if we do see relative humidity that's too high or light levels that are too high and could potentially compromise materials, wood, what have you, that are made, that the furniture is made from. So it tends to differ at the different sites because of the different climates. Edgewater obviously is a different climate than Roper House. Edgewater in Berrytown, New York is different climate than Roper House in Charleston, South Carolina, which is a different climate, but similar to Milford and AirMount being both in the southeast. So in Charleston in the summertime, I tend to keep Roper House below 80 degrees but above 75. The more important gauge for me is the relative humidity. If the temperature is 80 but you have a relative humidity between 50 and 60%, that's fine. What we're trying to avoid is spikes in humidity or temperature, and that's what these loggers are going to help us with.